All right, y'all. I want to welcome everybody to Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. But this is season 9, episode 6. Man, it's a wonderful show. This is amazing. This is anonymously speaking. When you come in, if you have a story that you want to tell, Queen B pops in. If you want to get your story across, your scenario, any situation that you have pondering in your head, and you just want to be anonymous, all you gotta do is talk to Queen B. She's gonna be in the box soon. Just stay tuned. Also, if you don't know your love language, I'll be glad to see you that love language quiz. And if you don't know those love languages, it's quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, and receiving gifts. Everybody know mine is quality time. I like when people spend time with me, be consistent with me, give me some attention. I'm a Leo. You feel me? So, all I ask is y'all please keep y'all language clean and y'all hearts open. This is Dear Cupid. All right, bring it up to the box, to the stream. We got the wonderful, the amazing, my bestie, my best friend in the whole wide world. Okay, Queen B vibe.
Oh my God.
What?
These are on my face. I literally forgot they was on my face. For what reason, I don't know. Oh my goodness. What's up,
Oh,
y'all?
so, Queen. So what you got? What you got going on? What you got going on?
Absolutely nothing. I'm stressed out at work. It's been a long week. Oh wait, it's not about my personal life. My bad.
So let's deep dive then. Hello.
We can deep dive later. Anonymously spoken. We can deep dive in after the after party, okay? But what's going on, everybody? Hey, sexy legs, it's your girl Queen B Vibes tuning in again for another episode of Dear Cupid, right here only on the Tag app at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't stream anymore, but you can always catch me in Cupid streams when he's live. I'm either in the box, I'm in the comments, I'm always talking mess or joking around. So when you do catch me, catch a vibe.
You heard what you said. Catch a vibe with Queen B vibes. All right, y'all make sure I hit up with a fade, man. Look, also if y'all have any scenarios, any stories that you guys want to be anonymously on the show, or if you want to pop in the box and tell your story, get with Queen B. She's the moderator. She's basically the one that's gonna vet you. She's gonna talk to you. She's gonna give you all the questions, all the rundown, all that. So get with Queen B. If you come to me, I'm gonna tell you to go to Queen B. She's my number one all time. Are you look? Because if I do it, I'm gonna forget or I'm gonna say something. And she be like, "No." So go to Queen B.
You made it seem
The
like I'm
number
so
one.
demanding.
Like me, don't come to me. I understand it's my show, but she's in control of this one. I don't know. Like my hands are tied.
Y'all hear that, right? So that means I get a raise, right?
All right. We're gonna talk about that later. But we're gonna get back into the show. Right now, hey, if y'all just tuning in, man, this is Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look, we about to get into this anonymously speaking episode 6. So Queen B, go ahead and let's get to the story. Let's get to the story because I'm ready.
All
I'm ready.
right. So, disclaimer: this first story is a little lengthy, y'all. So, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. But just try your best to keep up. Again, everybody in the comments, feel free to jump in with your opinions, options, anything that you want to say about the topic at hand. You guys do have an opportunity, let us know what you guys want to hear us talk about. And again, add me on my Instagram. It's in my bio. Shoot me your story, shoot me your message, send me a request. I'll go ahead and hit you up. We can talk about you being on the show, or either just bring your story to the platform. What's up, Macy? How you doing, babes? All right. You ready, Q?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. Dear Cupid, my name is Sierra and I've been single for 4 years. I've tried dating for a little while, but I just wasn't feeling it. The guys were either liars, losers with no ambition, or could barely hold a conversation. But since I'm such a homebody, I really didn't put too much energy into the dating scene anymore. I was out shopping at the mall one day when I accidentally bumped into this guy because I clearly can't walk and text at the same time. I apologized as he kindly picked up my phone, and as soon as I looked at his face, I froze for about 7 seconds. He asked me, was I okay? And I told him yes, and that he looked very familiar. He asked me where would I know him from, but I couldn't give him an immediate answer. All I knew is that I recognized those deep dimples and pretty hazel eyes from somewhere. So I decided to ask questions. I don't think I met him in my adult years, so something led me to believe that I met him when I was a kid. I asked him what grade school he went to, and he said Hill Ridge Elementary. After that, I immediately knew who he was. All I could do was giggle and call out his name, Travis. He paused for a moment and stared at me. Then he smiles and says my name. Travis was my bully slash friend back in fourth grade. He would make fun of me around his friends, but if we weren't around his friends, we were cool. We ended up walking around talking about the days back at school and how much we've grown over the years. We talked for almost 30 minutes and even had lunch at the food court. After we ate, we decided to part ways, and Travis asked me for his number. I happily gave it to him, and he said he would call me later. Later that night, he called me and we talked on the phone for hours. The next day, he hit me up and asked if I wanted to hang out. I told him yes, and a few hours later, he picked me up and we went to a nearby festival. We played games, had some great food, and listened to local bands that were playing. In the middle of one of our games, Travis got a phone call. He told me that he had to leave and pick up his son because his because the mom had an emergency. I was surprised that we'd been talking for hours, but he never mentioned having a son. He apologized for canceling so soon and asked if he could take me home. On the way home, he told me that his son was 6 and other than his mom, he doesn't have any babysitters. I told him I understood, but he had to make up for it. He invited me to come bowling with some of his friends and family and to bring someone with me. I agreed to come, but I was going to be alone. The day we went bowling, I met him at the bowling alley and he introduced me to his friends and his sister. Apparently, he told them about me beforehand because they all knew my name before he could even say it. A few rounds in, these two girls come up to the table where we were sitting. When he introduced me to the girls, one of the girls spoke and the other one didn't. The girl that didn't speak to me was Chrissy. Chrissy walks over to Travis and sits on his lap and shows him some pictures in her phone. He pushes her off and we continue our game. After that, Travis and I were talking to his best friend when Chrissy interrupts me while I'm talking, trying to get Travis's attention. He tells her to wait until we're done bowling and then they could talk. But at that point, I had enough and pulled him to the side. I asked Travis what is her issue and why does she keep getting in between us. He tells me he will explain everything, but not while we're at the bowling alley. He grabs my hand and we walk over to his friends and family, and he tells everyone that he'll be right back because he had to make a run. Chrissy takes off her jacket and asks him why would he leave when she just got there. He says because she's doing too much and doesn't want to be around her energy right now. At this point, she's talking crap, but I don't remember what she said because I was too busy staring at the tattoo on her chest that looked like some footprints. Eventually, I walked out and Travis followed behind me. We get in his car and we go to a nearby ice cream shop. We sit down and I ask him about Chrissy. He tells me that Chrissy is his ex and they broke up about 7 months ago. I asked him if he knew that she would be there and if so, why would he invite me? He says that he didn't know if she would show up for sure, but it was a good possibility that she would be there since his best friend is her brother. He also said that he likes hanging out with me and he wanted me to be there. I told him that I appreciate the compliment, but if they broke up, why would she act like that towards me if she didn't know who I was? He said that she did know about me because he told her who I was. He said that she was the person who called him when we were at the festival. With a confused look on my face, he takes a deep breath and takes off his shirt. Once I looked at his chest, my heart sank to my feet. He had a tattoo of footprints with his son's name and birthday on his chest. The same footprint tattoo that I saw on Chrissy's chest. So not only was that his ex, but also the mother of his child. I immediately stood up and told him to take me home. The entire ride home, I couldn't say a word. I was in shock and didn't know what to do with my feelings. We pull up to my house and I storm out of the car without looking back. Travis gets out of the car and yells he's sorry. He never wanted the night to end like this and that he really enjoys being around me. He felt that he should be able to comfortably move on and date other people without having to hide it from Chrissy or anyone else. He assured me that there was nothing going on between them anymore and that he wants to continue to see me, no matter what Chrissy thinks. All I could do was walk off in silence and try to forget about everything that happened that night. Since then, Travis has called me multiple times, but our conversations don't last long. He would want me to hang out with him, but I would make excuses just to say no. But somehow, those deep dimples and pretty hazel eyes just won't allow me to leave Travis alone. Anonymously speaking, am I crazy for wanting to see Travis again?
No. Well, we gonna break it down. All right. So the beginning, I understand. You're a homebody. When it comes down to dating, it's hard. I'm a homebody. I'm
Me too.
like, I'd rather be at home. I'd rather relax. I don't really go out too much, but when I do go out, I enjoy myself. But man, to bump into someone from a long time ago that used to pick
Yes.
on you at the same time, like you a little bit, because come on now. Somebody,
Man.
all right, anybody back when you was little, when somebody used to pick on you, most likely they like you. Most 9 times out of 10, they picking on you because they got a crush on you.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't go like I didn't have people crush like they used to pick on me. You got some thick glasses. Okay. The crazy thing is she had a crush. She had a crush on me. She said I was cute and everything, but she used to pick on me around her friends. That's the crazy thing. But yeah, long story short, we didn't talk. But but
Oh man.
but I like that they bumped into each other. It's good. Energy was good. They had a great eye contact, communication. Um, he came out and told her about his son. I like that. Um, Once he got the phone call and wanted to give up more information.
Mm-hmm.
Told her that the mother is not really in the life. It's just basically to have for a babysitter because he has no other way to get a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wouldn't say cut him off. I'm like, she popped up. Didn't she pop up now?
So the thing is, it was definitely a possibility that she was gonna show up anyway. He said that she that's the sister of his best friend,
Mm-hmm.
family's friends, and they broke up what 7 months ago.
Uh-huh.
7 months ago. I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of relationship that you have with a person. You know what I mean? It didn't exactly say how long they were together. She didn't give that, but and have a child by somebody. Y'all
See,
basically dealing with each other for the
a
rest
lot of
of
people
your.
don't know, even though you break up with someone, you never know who they friends with or who they family, like full extended family is. Cause shoot, I done ran into some people I never thought I'd see ever again. I used to talk to some people and I done went to different functions and I was like, how you know this person?
Hmm.
So I didn't been in situations like that. Like, why is my ex here? And they'd be like, oh, I know such and such. Or they invited me here, and I'd be like, bruh, it's crazy. They end up talking to one of my partners a long time ago. I'm like, dang, so you talk to such like, and it is what it is. So I'm like, you can't chalk it up as toss him. Like he's trying. He's a father with a 6 year old son. He's basically giving you like, even though y'all had y'all time when y'all was younger. where he used to pick on you and still show you that nice side, it's something about them hazel eyes and them dimples. You feel me?
She said it twice. Hazel eyes
Like,
and dimples. She couldn't help me.
so I'm like, it's just something about him that sparks her interest more. And he's being honest with her. He's letting her know that, hey, you know, I want to see you again. I'm happy we got a chance to talk. I'm sorry. He apologized. He said he didn't want the night to be like that. He wasn't expecting her to act like that. Like he basically removed himself from the situation. And that's another good sign that he's actually trying to do more with you, is separating the negative, even though he has to still deal with it because that's his child father, me or mother. So I'm like, shoot, I would say continue to talk to him, but sit down and set boundaries and different things that can possibly help the situation or the relationship down the line. Because at the end of the day, if she pops up again, you need to set her straight and be like, hey, this is the person I'm talking to. I understand we have a child together, but you can't be doing those things when we're not even together. You feel me? So
Okay.
that's what I would say.
So I got mixed emotions about the whole thing because there's
Mm,
things that he should have prevented, and there's other things that I commend him on. But I'm
mm,
gonna start from the beginning. So the thing was to have such a distinct memory of somebody, deep dimples, hazel eyes. Girl, you been eyeing that boy really when you was a kid, and the fact that you remembered and recognized who he was from there, there was a memory buried back there somewhere for a rainy
uh-huh.
day. That was the rainy day right there when you ran into him. You was just shocked you weren't gonna run into him like that. You know what I mean?
Look
And then
at
I don't literally man, all of your phone. Can't talk, can't walk and text at the same time. But I don't know if I really would have gave somebody. Would y'all give somebody the time of day they used to teach? They used to tease you back in grammar school. I mean, maybe you know what? I'm gonna take that back. I probably would, but it depends because the thing is, y'all were kids. When you were fourth grade, you like what? 10? Wait, I was 14 in eighth grade. 10, right? I was doing
mm,
the math. My bad. You're like 10 years old. You're still kids. You know, kids that age probably still think boys or girls got cooties or whatnot. So of course that's gonna happen. But when you, but,
you got candy.
exactly. But when you adults, you made better decisions. You grown. You understand life. You have your own, path that you done went down. You know what I'm saying? So uh they kicked it off pretty well. She said they walked around and talked for like 30 minutes, had lunch at the food court and talked. But I do kind of agree with the fact that all that time that they were spending on the phone, she said, what they say? She said they how long did they talk on the phone when she got home? She said hours. She said they was on the phone for hours. The topic of children never came up. Like family and stuff. Like
What they was
how
talking
do you
about?
how do you leave something like that so big in your life that you just leave it out the conversation? Was it
Maybe,
withholding, or you just really
maybe
didn't think to?
it maybe was more of things that happened in the past, and they was going back and forth on different situations. And then he was probably asking her how she's been, and work, and I get sometimes kids don't really pop up all the time. Because when you're in the moment, it's like, man, you forgot about all that.
Well, that was a hell of a moment because
Hey,
I can recall times where I was having a conversation with somebody for hours. The topic of my child definitely came up. So, do you have any children? Where do you live? What do you do for a living?
most likely.
Yeah, children. I
I
find that
guess
awkward,
he
but
probably didn't want to. I guess he didn't want to spring that because some women don't really like for a guy to have kids. I guess I don't know.
what she hate kids? Well, okay, maybe, but
Yeah.
I'm still not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm
So
just
I'm
being
like, I understand that would be a red flag, but he came out after the point and told, and the whole situation that was going on. So
okay. I give him credit for that. I just don't give him, but he gets minus a point for saying it when he said it. Now,
mm,
off to this festival. I like that they were having a good time. He did take the call, but when they were at the bowling alley, he told her that he did tell the ex about her because that's who called her. So I'm wondering exactly how he introduced her on the phone to the ex. At the carnival with my friend Sierra or whatever, how far that went. But the girl Chrissy knew about it. So it's
Mhm.
not like he lied to her or didn't say, "Oh well, I'm over here with my guys" or something like that. I
Yeah.
give him credit for that. It's just the timing is real, you know. I'll give him credit for that, right then and there. So bowling alley, friends and family.
Yeah.
Your ex is sisters of your best friend. The best friend was there. That don't feel like a setup to you. That wouldn't be awkward to you.
Well, I'm like one of my close friends is kin to one of my exes. So I'm like I understand that situation. So
Okay, so I'm gonna do the math real quick. I don't know how long Chrissy and Travis were together, but they have a 6-year-old son. 6-year-old son
six
broke up for
years.
7 months. I think 6 years or however long y'all been together is enough time to know how a woman would act around other women that would be around their man. If you have the idea that this woman is gonna cause some issues, why put Sierra in a situation like that? I understand that he liked being around her and stuff, but if she was gonna be a problematic person and you even knew it was a possibility that she was gonna be there, I don't think it would have been a good idea to expose her to your family and your friends that soon.
Hmm.
Because I'm taking it that y'all only been talking for like a couple of days based on the story.
Yeah, I'm
Not
like
a
he
bad
didn't.
thing that y'all kicking it off, but it's too soon. It's too soon, and you knew she
And
could have been there.
he said that and she also said that he already he told them about her before she even got there. So I'm like, that's a plus.
You
Like,
connecting the dots here?
but that's a plus though. Like that, like dang, you done told everybody about me. Shit, hey, I'm look, somebody if a woman invite me somewhere and before I get there and people's like, oh man, I already know you are who you are. She been talking about you all the whole time. Why would for real? What she say? What she say about me? Is it good?
You know
Like,
what?
yeah,
I'd be flattered too. And I bet you he did that on purpose to cushion the blow for when
yes,
Shorty decided to show up. See, y'all guys be thinking that we don't know what be going on, but y'all swear up and down we be crazy. We ain't trying to blame every last one of y'all, but it's enough of y'all to make us bad name for all the good ones out there. I'm just saying.
all
Like,
right,
y'all
all
seem too
right,
good at
y'all.
that game.
Hey, if y'all just tuning in, man, this is Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is season 9, Anonymously Speaking. This is episode 6, and we talking about a interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Queen B, she got them. I don't know where she get them from, but she be getting them. So if
Better
y'all would like to have
good
y'all
stories,
stories
baby.
spoken on or talked about on this show, get with Queen B. She'll be glad to write it up, put it on the show, and we can talk about it, elaborate it, give our feedback, our opinion, different situations. Hey, we give our point of view. So I done gave mine, she giving hers. Now we just cross reference everything. Man, look. Make sure y'all hit me with that fade. Make sure y'all catch me throughout the week, man. I do stream throughout the week. We almost close to that dog on 36 million. You feel me? All right. So we finna get
Six
back into the
definitely.
show.
Yeah. Where were we? The bowling alley still. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, they knew about her beforehand,
Mhm.
right? So to me, that could have went either way. To be honest, could have
Yeah.
been a good thing, could have been a bad thing. He could have told them about her, excited because he's just so happy when he's around her. So he just had to spread the news, to the
Yeah.
people that he trusts the most.
Like, man, this girl, I
Or
haven't seen her since school. You hear me? Like,
uh,
we was in little kids school, and we ran each other at the mall. And I had to invite her to our little function. She's so beautiful. She's amazing. I don't know if she can bowl though. I'm
yeah,
just saying, like, I'm
yeah.
thinking about what he probably said.
hmm Or it could have been the other way around. It could have been like, all right, y'all know she coming. Be cool. Hey, bro, make sure you check your sister. I don't need her doing all this extra stuff and whatnot. You feel me? It's just, yeah, I don't feel like that was fair to Sierra to deal with. You
Bruh, that's
know,
crazy that the ex did that. Like, sat on his lap and showing him pictures and stuff. Come on, man.
that right there. Now, see, if it would have been more than just a couple of days, like if we've been dating for like some weeks, maybe a month, whatever, we probably established something solid. Oh, baby, You wouldn't have to worry about him. You would have been worried about me. Because why are you sitting on his lap? Don't do that. I don't care if y'all got a child together or not. Y'all not together.
That bowling ball would have been bowling balling. Hey,
Mhm.
but he did push her off though. He said, "What are you doing? Get
Yes.
off me!"
I commend him for that. I do commend him for, you know, cutting stuff short. You know what I mean?
Oh, and then also she just got there and he ended up leaving. Say, "Hey, let's go." And she was like, "Why are you leaving?" Because I just got here. So um, I would say that's a good thing. Like he wanted to exit the situation before it got any more escalated. Because even though it probably was something planned, like she was coming, but he exited and he told the brother like, "Yo, man, get your sister. Like she tripping. Like
Yeah. The thing is, honestly, I don't think he would have just up and left unless Sierra had got tired and said, you know what, I'm finna put you to the side. What's shorty issue?
mm,
Honestly, I think he probably would have went out through the rest of the night going through all that. I don't know. I really don't. I feel like if Sierra didn't say nothing, they would have went the whole night bowling with all those shenanigans. So I'm happy that she said something, and I am happy at the fact that he did let old girl know, what was her name, Chrissy. He did let Chrissy know, like, look, we're not finna do this right now. We can talk later.
yeah.
I don't know what she kept on interrupting, trying to get his attention for or whatnot, but he did say we'll talk about it later. And it's just so crazy how when they were getting ready to leave, she's talking about, I just got here while you leaving. He straight up told her, I'm not liking your energy right now. You doing too much. So I'm finna go. That tattoo. Talk about a pipe bomb. She blacked out. She blacked out. Somebody talking crap to you or at you, and you just blacking out, and you stuck just zoomed in on a tattoo. You was focused. You was focused
Hey,
on her real good. You shouldn't even have had to been going through that.
uh, like I don't, bruh. She noticed a tattoo, footprints. I wouldn't even like. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. That's a woman thing. Y'all detectives got dog it.
Well,
Cause
see, the only thing is, me, if I was to just be ignoring whatever she's saying and just zoomed in on her tattoo, it would have been because I was admiring the tattoo and
y'all
where it was placed. Just saying,
be like, what?
because what is it about a tattoo that just stood out to you at that moment? Were you just
Yeah.
fascinated by it? Or did it just seem suspicious? Was it a feeling or something?
Mm.
I'm thinking it could have been a feeling only because look how distinct her memory was of him. Dimples, hazel brown eyes. Maybe she was just
Hey,
feeling something.
she might be good with a lot of she her attention to detail. I guess.
Well, yeah, she a real Nancy Drew. She a real Nancy Drew. I applaud you.
I wonder what her job is, god dog. She probably
I'm finna inbox her after the show. Like, what you charge? I might be in need of your services. No, if you in here, I'm
investigator,
just
god
joking.
dog.
I'm just joking to you. If you in here, I really am. But you got a good eye.
I want
Oh
to
my
know what her
god.
job is, god dog. That's what I want to know. I want to know.
Yes. Okay, so they leave the bowling alley, right? They go to an ice cream shop, and I respect the fact that he wanted to take her out of that environment and away from the drama as
Mhm.
soon as he did, because he had the respect enough to at least tell her what happened, but he didn't want to do it there and just cause a scene. So I'll give him credit for that. But again, your timing. The timing
Mhm.
was absolutely horrible for the simple fact y'all only been talking for like maybe a couple of days. And you
Yeah.
just threw her in with the sharks, knowing there was a possibility that Chrissy was going to be there. I still can't get over that. But I do like the fact that you told her everything. I give him the utmost respect for that, for not lying about any of it. He may have withheld, but he didn't lie about it. So I'll give him credit for that. The tattoo thing, man, that hit. I bet you that hit home for her. She said her heart sank to her feet. You know she was feeling him.
And then all of a sudden, oh, this is the month. This is the this is okay. All right, okay. All right, just go and take me home.
Yeah, take me.
Like,
That's what I said. I'm about to hit the table. Take me home. I
yeah,
don't want to be here no more. I'm
yeah,
sick of you.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First, you didn't tell me about your son. Second, this woman come and sit on your lap. Third, now I see that you got a tattoo the same as the girl that sat up. Time to go. Let's go. 3 strikes, you're out.
That was
You
actually
missed, goddamn.
4. That was actually 4. The
Oh,
third time was
4?
when she actually interrupted them again when they was talking to his best friend.
God dog, you go back to the go back to the mosh pit, god dog. Go back to the batter's hole, god. You done struck out 4 times. How you get 4 times? How you miss 4 times? Come on now. You get 3. You can't get no. Goodbye.
Yes, so far that was a very bad experience and a horrible first, second, or third impression, whichever one that was. I didn't like it, and I'm not mad at her for leaving either.
Yeah.
I'm not. And you know what? I give him credit for taking her to and from these destinations. He didn't just leave her standing stranded somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you want to have that attitude? All right, cool. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. No, you on your own. He was
Yeah.
genuine enough to
He was
still
like,
save her.
I'll take you home. Yeah.
But then again, he was wrong. So you better have been taking her home.
But I will say this, like when she stormed out of the car going home and stuff, he was like, I apologize, I didn't mean for the night to go like this. You know, I told her that we need to see other people, this, that, and the other, and I really, I'm interested in you. I'm like, man, he poured it out right then and there.
That's
He'll
because that silence was a killer on the way to
what?
her house.
Man, for
She
a woman
couldn't
to be
say
silent.
nothing.
Man, for a woman to be silent, you don't know what she's thinking.
Ooh, that's-
Oh God. It's,
Boy,
it's
you
like
could have lost
it
your
was,
voice in that name.
bruh. It was out of she gonna blow up at you, or she gonna give you that silent treatment and then get to you later on. Man, you better be glad you spoke. You better be glad you said something. You better be glad you apologized. I'm telling you,
Yeah, but
depending on the
silence speaks wonders because you could tell that her feelings was hurt. She couldn't
depending
say
on,
nothing.
I want to know her. I want to know what was her zodiac sign.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I didn't know what a zodiac sign is. She probably was Aquarius.
I don't know.
They give that silent treatment. I swear, they give that silent treatment.
I don't know.
They be like, they over there thinking like, mm-hmm.
It was kind.
Also,
It was kind of giving Virgo. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
no, 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 no.
It was kind of
It,
giving Virgo a little
it,
bit.
it wasn't give me no. I wasn't getting no water signs. See, I
Yeah,
was getting like,
that nonchalantness.
I was getting more of an air sign, or maybe I'll say, yeah, I would say more like a Virgo, because a Virgo, like they strategic.
And observant.
And I was, yeah, I would
The
say that, yeah,
tattoo. Do we have to
yeah,
say it? Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
Okay,
give me
all
Virgo.
right.
Thank you.
So
Anyway. But yeah, her feelings was hurt. And then you know what? I'm not even gonna say that I'm shocked. I'm not shocked about how she got so attached to him. Because again, that distinct memory of dimples and hazel eyes has been buried in her mind, in her heart. Ain't no dimple right there. Yo,
uh,
I'm not finna play with that.
no, I
No,
don't
she
know.
said
I ain't
deep
got one.
dimples.
I ain't got one.
She
Shoot,
said deep dimples.
I ain't got none. Shoot, I got a
I
smile.
know.
I'm gonna give you a smile. You like it? Dug it.
Yeah, whatever. But I mean, whatever floats your boat, honey. But to answer your question, are you crazy for wanting to see Travis again?
No, I'm like, you got feelings for him. You're like, for real, like you're really locked into his physical feature, his engagement when he talks to you. So I wouldn't mind, saying go ahead and give it a try again, because I'm like, he came out, he said his feelings towards you, and at the end of the day, let him know how you truly feel, because if you don't, it's gonna happen again. So once y'all then set that ground, it should work. Something you should be able to push forward through it, because every relationship has bumps and little problems in it. So I don't know if y'all was jumping into a relationship then, or if y'all was just in the dating phase. But I would say Give it a try. I'm like, you're a homebody. Try it. I'm like, just go out that comfort zone. Go out that comfort zone because at the end of the day, everybody has to jump out that comfort zone, be spontaneous, take a chance because you never know, man. You might fall in love. Actually, you did.
Wow. Wow.
The dimples and the brown eyes, the hazel eyes.
Yeah, my opinion, I don't think you're crazy. I think that you want to be loved. That's
Mhm.
what I think. As far as the situation with you and Travis, I feel like you might want to sit back after this because, for one, y'all haven't been talking long.
Mhm.
Based on this story, I think y'all been talking maybe about a week, no more than a week. It's still early enough for you to back out and say, hey, you need to handle that with your ex, the mother of your child, because if you're trying to date me and possibly move forward with something more in the future, this needs to be handled right then and there because ain't no way in HE hockey season I'm finna be going back and forth with another grown woman with a child about a man that's not even hers. She just feels like he's rightfully hers because y'all share a child. I don't like
Mhm.
dealing with pettiness like that. I'm too
Mhm.
grown. We're adults. And I am not going to stoop to a level. So because y'all share that child and y'all have this bond or whatever relationship y'all got, you need to get that in order before you even decide you want to talk to me again. Because I'm not going to be subject to this no more. I'm already got embarrassed at bowling. What's gonna happen next? She gonna pop up on us while you be at the movies, going out to
Hey,
dinner. She
I ain't
gonna
gonna
put a
lie
hole
to
in
you.
my tire or something. I'm not doing it. No, not at all.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. If it was me, I'd definitely beat her in bowling.
You irritating as you talking about the daggone bowling, but no, I don't
Look,
think you crazy. I think you just fell in love at sight
yeah,
again.
it hit you. It hit you hard because you really, you really didn't expect to run into someone that you possibly can fully relate to, and someone that you actually knew.
Yeah.
So, and you didn't really want to date anybody because you were skeptical about the dating scene. You was nervous. So, and it brought you out that comfort zone. So I say it's a plus, but at the same time, like Queen Bee said, step back for a second. You know, rethink some stuff. Talk to them. Communication is it goes a long way in a relationship. As long as you talk and communicate and get points across and get boundaries set, at the end of the day, it can work. But both parties have to really work for it. One person can't do all the work.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes down to the mother of the child that he had a child with, she gotta understand. Look, they're not together, and you need to go ahead and let them go because it's over with. You can't be with them no more. He said, "Look, we going to see other people. We seeing
Mm-hmm.
other people." That's what he told her. Like, look, we stop. You got to stop doing that. So I would say, pace yourself. Don't jump too far into it. He knows how you feel. You know how he feel, but at the same time, put your guard up a little bit. You don't fall for the dimples and the hazel eyes.
It was the hazel
Um,
eyes. I knew. I bet you it was. It's the hazel
yeah.
eyes. It's me myself. I'm a sucker for somebody with pretty ass. Shout out to Pretty
So
up in this thing, girl. Hey, girl, we
with
see you.
me, for me, big 36 million. Let's go. I had to
Let's
stop. Sorry
go.
about
Let's
that. Sorry
go.
about that. But I want to say, for me, one of my biggest thing, like something that really catches my eye when I'm in a relationship, when I'm actually trying to pursue someone, if someone is looking me in my eyes and actually talking to me instead of looking all over the place, that is a
Mm-hmm.
plus. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like eye contact and constant communication and talking and being engaged with my attention and having that full attention to me. Oh man, you got me. Mhm. I'm over licking my lips and everything. Oh my God, dog. Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
drooling.
I know a little bit. I know, but I'll be like, you just don't know what I want to do to you right now. It's all in my head. You'll be looking at my eyes. Ooh. But yeah, but back to the show.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, don't get caught up in a fantasy that basically outlooks of what's going on in reality.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the same time, you have to understand you have feelings. Things are gonna happen, and y'all need to talk about it. Y'all let him know that how you feel about relationships because you're skeptical about being in a relationship already,
Mm-hmm.
and you're look. Let me tell you something. With me, especially me, look, I'm definitely scared of going into my next relationship. Like I keep attracting crazies. I don't know what it is. I keep attracting crazies or women that I don't know. It's just crazy.
No, it's
Queen
just
bee.
crazy. It's just crazy.
So I'm like, at the end of the day, take a step back, figure out what you want to do. If you need, let them. You tell them you need a little break. Tell them you need to think about some stuff. Like, don't you know? Y'all can still communicate, but kind of not. Don't branch yourself off. I would say, kind of like step back a little bit.
Man, it's too early. It's too early in the encounter for your wheels to be turning like that.
What? She round that mug, speed demon. Meow.
Just chaos, confusion, turmoil, just
Like
all
what?
over the place.
Man, she didn't dealt with him lying. Well, not coming forth of what he's supposed to be saying,
Withholding.
withholding information, talking about then the ex girlfriend and what was the other one? It was the withholding information twice, right?
Was
Twice.
it twice? I don't even remember. I lost count. All I know is that he was withholding and he didn't put her in an awkward situation.
Yeah.
Not a good
So
look. Not a good
yeah,
look. That was
yeah,
a funny way for you to get her attention and lose it all in a matter of a week. Like,
man. But
take
like I
note,
said,
guys. Don't do that.
hey, please don't blueprint. Don't do it. Yeah. All right. Y'all just tuning in, man. This is Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you could be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. We got OK Queen Bee Vibes in the Box, my best friend, my co-host. All right. So this is season 9, episode 6. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every show that I do goes to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. It's Dear Cupid, same as my name. All you gotta do is add the dear, add the Q because it ain't C. You feel me? All right.
Did you just mock me for a second with
Right.
the
All right. Like I also said, if y'all want to take that love language quiz, man, I'll be glad to take send you that quiz so you can take about 5 or 10 minutes so you can understand your love language, understand your primary, so you can feel that love too. You can feel like, okay, I know what people want, what I want from people, what I want from a relationship I want to be in. I want to know how I want to be loved. So you know how you want to be loved, but how deeply you want to get that love tank filled. You feel me?
Mhm.
Mine's quality time. You can sit in my box all day. You can be on the phone with me all night, all day. I love it. That's me.
Mhm.
Can't wait till I be in a relationship. I want to like, oh, it's gonna be amazing. Then I cook too. You better be around me. I like to eat. Shoot. But like I said, hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Like this is a very interesting. It was long as hell, but
I have another one for you if you wanted it.
all right. I think we got 12 more minutes. I think we can
Yeah.
squeeze it. We can squeeze it. We can squeeze it in there.
Let's squeeze in one more. This one should be simple though. Here we go. Dear Cupid, my brother Garrett has been with this girl Savannah for about 2 years, and honestly, I feel like
Wait,
he
wait, 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 wait. What? What's her name?
Savannah.
Oh, I thought you said Vanna.
No,
Who?
Savannah.
I was like, who I knew Vanna?
Savannah. Anyways, my brother Garrett has been with this girl Savannah for about 2 years, and honestly, I feel like he can do so much better. Savannah is rude to him, disrespectful, and doesn't have any manners. On their first Valentine's Day, she slapped my brother in front of a crowd of people because he got her the wrong chocolate. When we're out having dinner as a family, she talks on her phone extremely loud and makes that annoying smacking sound when she eats. My brother even let her borrow his car and returns it with crumbs all over the floor and almost an empty tank. But my final straw was when I caught her coming out of the grocery store with her ex driving around in my brother's car. I followed them and recorded it for my brother to see. I hurried back home to show my brother the video before Savannah dropped off the car. I showed him the video and he was furious. When she finally dropped off the car, he ran outside to show her the video. Immediately, she starts crying, telling Garrett that nothing happened. He threw all of her things out of the trunk of his car and told her that it was over. I was happy to see him finally get rid of her, but I wake up the next morning to find out that they didn't break up and that he forgave her about the ex situation. Anonymously speaking, what can I do to knock some sense into my brother? Beat him
Let
in
me
the
tell
head
you.
with a brick
Okay,
and knock him
okay,
into him. That's what you do.
okay,
Get the hardest thing you got and
o-
just
o-
whack right.
okay, okay. So I want to say you can't you can't stop someone that's deeply invested in someone that continues to do things to them in a relationship. He's comfortable with the things that she's doing. Even though you see it as a bad thing, he see it as security. It's something about her that he wants to continue to be around. She could do whatever wrong in his eyes or whatever going on, but he's always gonna accept it. Like it's a bad thing and it's a very toxic thing. But you might just have to sit him down and actually tell him, hey, this is not good for your health, your mental, at all. Because at the end of the day, it will hurt you down the line. You'll never know. Like this person may end up like this woman slapped you in the face because
And you telling him like that exactly in the middle of a crowd of people because he got you the wrong chocolate. Really?
bruh, a woman bruh, okay. So that is a very toxic and fully domesticated, like that was domestic, like, that's a domestic abuse, like for real. So if it gets to the point where it can really get life threatening, don't wait that long. Like
So
you really need to like cut it off or let her know you can't be doing this. If you do it again, over. Like you didn't drove and picked up your ex in my car, man. Okay, yeah.
she
I
a better
wish
sister than me. She a way better sister than me. I would have just went up there and just straight up,
that too. That too. That too. I would say, you know
man.
what? Go ahead and beat her up. I don't care. Oh, I ain't. I do not promote violence.
I am right now. I am right now. Let me catch my brother's so-called girlfriend coming out the grocery store with her ex driving my brother's car. I ain't letting that slide.
Look,
Not him, but I did. You know what? I ain't even gonna say I'm promoting the violence. I'm really not a fighter myself. I prefer to talk things out like a grown adult. But if you take me there, then that's it. But when it comes down to my siblings, though, and I see you blatantly disrespecting them, and I
Sour Patch
see it
said
in
it.
my own eyes, no, I don't appreciate that. But I will agree with you with one thing: you can't force him to choose who he dates, when he decides to date them, how they go about making up, or nothing. The only thing you can do is be a good big sister. Or
Are
little
you
sister.
just
Whatever. I don't know.
beat it? All you got to do is just be there when that time comes. Where you need to go ahead and you do what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, that time will most likely come. They have to learn their own facts. I'm like, everybody go through learning situations. It's life. Everybody go through situations or mistakes that you just can't get out of because you're so invested in that person. You're so indebted to things that you're out of love. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you love that person to the point where you accept them and blind to the fact, they can do whatever they want, and you just like, I still love them no matter what, because you're not comfortable in finding someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the biggest things. Like you're so comfortable being in a relationship, but when it comes down to trying to get into another relationship, it's gonna take more time. You're gonna have to go through that whole dating phase again. Like that's one of the Man, I hated it. I hated resetting. I hate resetting. I hate it to the man. Resetting and trying to get into another relationship, trying to find that right one, but still thinking about all the past stuff. Like you're not supposed to dwell on what happened in the past, but your mind is already gonna think about what could possibly happen because those look you gonna see flags. You're gonna be like, I don't know about this one. Your brain gonna be tingling like Spider-Man, I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, like, when you go into a relationship, don't bring in the baggage that happened in your past because even though that person may show part of those signs, let that person know that, hey, I've dealt with certain stuff in my past relationship and I don't want this in mine. Please. Right now, I want to be somewhere that I could be at peace, somewhere I can call home, somewhere that I can go to you and actually open up and be myself because the person I was with recently or my previous long-term relationship, it wasn't good. And I want things to be better for me in the future. And that's where that communication comes from. As always, I keep telling people communication is one of the biggest things. And guess what? Not just communication. Listen,
Yes.
comprehend. People that's listening to the people that's talking. Because if you don't comprehend what they're saying and just, oh yeah, no, you have to comprehend. Because if you just you just sitting there just saying, yeah, you're not listening. You really say something back and say, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to be your peace of mind. I'm here to be that comfort when you need it. Like, come on, fellas. Come on, ladies. It goes both ways. It's not one-sided. You feel me?
Yep.
So at the end of the day, don't let nobody push you around. Don't let nobody be that turmoil, that problem, that trouble. Be that step up and say, hey, I got you no matter what. If it's a friend, if it's a family member, if it's someone that you really care about, as far as going into a relationship, let that person know I got you no matter what. But at the same time, you have to give that person that reciprocated energy because one side can't give all. You have to give it together. If you're gonna love me, you gotta. If I'm gonna love you, you gotta love me. If you're gonna help me, if I'm gonna help you, you gotta help me. I understand you may not be in a situation to help me at this point, but when I get you where you need to be, help me get to where I need to be. You feel me? Like, come on now, we gotta help each other. It's a support team. Look, especially when you're in a relationship, it ain't no one sided. I hate when people say, "Oh, I want no."
Yeah, I agree
What
on
we
that.
gonna do? No.
Just be there as the sister for your brother, because
Yeah.
clearly y'all tight, because you have he has a lot of support from you. Y'all must be really tight for you to want to go hard as you do for him. The only thing that you can do is just be there for him if he falls and help him back up,
And you lucky.
because
I ain't
he's
gonna
still a
lie.
grown man. He's still making his own decisions. It's his relationship, his life. He's the only one who can live it. You're just along for the ride. Just be there for him as much as you can. Now, for me, if I was that sister, you finna hit me today. But at
All
the
right.
same time, you know what? I can't make you walk.
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. For me personally, I wish I had siblings. I didn't have no one to fully protect me if I did something wrong or if I had a situation like this. Don't get me wrong, I had cousins and stuff, but it's not like having a sister or brother that got your back no matter what. I'm like, family will go so far to help you, but somebody that's your true blood and next to you and holding you up when you need it, when you down in your down. Like I don't have that. I wish I had a sibling that actually can push me. I lost my brother, so when I hear stuff like this, bruh, I wish I had a sibling that can hold me up and push me. But shoot, the mistakes that I did and done, and I had to learn from, man, it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, you go through life, you see other people do certain things, and they be like, "Oh, my brother helped me do this," or my sister, they was there to, and I'm like, I had to deal with the consequences. Like I had to really think about like, do I want to touch this hot stove because I'm gonna get burned? You feel me? It's like as a child, like are you gonna do certain things and get a whooping, or are you gonna think about it and figure out if you really want to do this or not? Like I didn't did, bruh. Y'all may not think, but I done did some stuff. Like, look, my dad.
I'm not surprised you still a fire sign at the end of the day.
Look, my mom works in the court system. My dad works in the court. Like he worked in the court system. So, like, they always hit me up about what you doing. You making sure you ain't in the system.
I'm not making sure that you ain't in the system. They would be the ones to pick you up. Who knows? They might
Bruh,
be
like the judges and everything. Like I done been to court like a few times, and the judge like, "Why are you here? Ain't your daddy?" Like, I'm like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
"Do I need to go call your mom?" I'm like, "No." Like, get out my courtroom. Like for real, the judge, all that, the lawyers, like, bruh.
They just know you a repeat offender.
Man. But I got off though. They gave me a slap on the wrist.
Man, y'all, keep these stories coming, okay? Keep them coming.
All right, y'all. Look, I said it again. Look, thank y'all for showing up for Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you could be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. This has been season 9, episode 6 of Anonymously Speaking. Man, tune into my YouTube channel if y'all missed them previous shows, man. Look, 1 through 6, I'm gonna post 5 because I forgot to post that one. But tune in next time, anonymously speaking. Also, if you need to get with Queen Bee, hit her with a fade. Follow on Instagram. Send her those stories. We got a story, scenario, all that. Send it to her. Don't send it to me because I'm just gonna send it to her anyway. Thank y'all. 36 milli. Wow, we out of here.